Latest football news, engaging debates,
and fascinating opinions.
Pitchside talk on IO Radio. So there's some games on Sunday. It is West Ham versus Arsenal, and for West Ham, Jesse Lingard is welcome back after he wasn't able to play against his parent club last time out, and there's still several players injured for West Ham. But for Arsenal, Bukayo Saka has suffered a hamstring strain in last week's North London derby, so he is a doubt for this game. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who was dropped in that game because of breaching club protocols, is expected to start. Piers, this is such a big game here because West Ham here, if they win this, they'll go on the same amount of points as Chelsea. They will go behind on goal difference. But for Arsenal here, if they win this, they'll go up to 9th, and they won't go 1 point off Spurs. And they were fighting for relegation at one point, I swear.
It's interesting for both teams. I think first of all, for West Ham, they sort of let themselves down. I think in that Manchester United game, I think to be honest, they could have gone for it, but I think they went out there for a draw really against Manchester United. But I feel like possibly they done it because they had the extra game in hand. They didn't want to take the risk of going for the win, but in the end, they inevitably lost anyway. So they probably should have gone for it. So West Ham have still got the talent out there. Arsenal, on the other hand, like you said, I mean, they were 15th come December time. They've really brought themselves back. Obviously, a great win in the North London derby for them that'll really pick up spirits. Obviously, they had the loss in the Europa League against Olympiacos, but obviously they went through on aggregate. So them playing on Thursday, I'm sure they'll have some tired legs. Obviously, missing Saka will be a shame for them. He's such a brilliant player for them. I think Arsenal still got a lot to do to turn around their season. Although they're playing well, I still think they've still got some shortfalls in the team. And I think West Ham will be trying to prove themselves, come back into this. So I think the game's going to end a draw, and I'm going to go for a 1-1.
And for Aston Villa, Dean Smith has a decision to make on Sunday morning to see if Jack Grealish will be fit for this game after returning from a shin injury. Looks like Traore should be available after taking a blow to his ribs last time out, and Matty Cash could be recalled for Spurs. It looks like Son is going to be out for a lengthy spell of time with a thigh problem that he has picked up against Arsenal. Eric Lamela is still serving a one-match ban after getting that red card last time out. And that is all from Spurs. Piers here. A big game, if we can say here. Aston Villa, if they win, they'll go 1 point behind Spurs. But for Spurs, if they win this, they can have the chance to go up to 5th and put that worries of what happened on Thursday in Europa League behind them, because they need to do that, because that was an absolutely shocking performance.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, for Villa, obviously, I would say a bit of a poor draw against Newcastle, sort of a game they should be winning the way they've been playing. Obviously, they've been missing Grealish. Obviously, I'll make sure to check the fantasy leagues to see if he's playing this weekend. But apart from that, Villa have definitely got an opportunity here. I mean, Tottenham, they've had a terrible week, to be honest. Then, they probably thought it couldn't get much worse after losing the North London derby against Arsenal, and they've gone and got themselves, absolutely battered out of the Europa League. So, Jose needs to get something out of them and something strong. I mean, if they lose this Aston Villa game, then what happens next? You know what I mean? Although Tottenham's still got the Carabao Cup final, it's against Manchester City, but I think he'll get a reaction. I just think, it's the way he is, it's the way Spurs is. It's not going to be a pretty result. He's experienced enough. Villa, although have been good, they've been very inconsistent this season, a bit like Leeds. I mean, also Tottenham have been inconsistent, to be honest, but I think Tottenham will just manage to get some sort of win here. I mean, they've got the talent, they should win, but they should have done that Thursday night as well. But I'm going to go for a 1-0 to Spurs.